Hey, what is up, everybody? I am Martoinne.
Hi, I'm Rhea.
And together we are
Martoinne and Rhea. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to our channel. We are really excited because today we're talking about 3 things to consider before marriage.
Keep in mind, this is not an exhaustive list. These are just 3 things that together we came up with, 3 things that we think you should think about before even talking about marriage.
Number 1, do you trust each other? Trust is the bare minimum of any relationship. If you cannot trust your partner, then you might as well not even think about marriage. So first, you need to trust your partner. Is your partner a person of integrity? Do they do what they say they're going to do? Don't be so blinded by love that you can't even see when your partner is not doing what they said they were going to do. So think back on times where your partner said that they were going to do something and they actually did it. And then also think of those times where your partner said that they were going to do something and they didn't do it, and see how they weigh out. Is your partner most of the time actually following through on what they say they're going to do? Then that's a good sign. If they're not, then maybe you need to think about that. That's kind of a red flag. And then also, does your partner have a lot of secrets? Is your partner very private? Is there some things that are off limits to you that you can't talk about or you can't ask about? Does your partner act crazy when you try to reach for their phone? Is it a big deal if you ask for their passcode? Do you feel like there's something that he or she is hiding? That's something really to consider, because you don't want to be in a marriage and then look back in retrospect and see, wow, my partner was not a person of integrity back then and is really showing in our marriage now.
Right. Number 2, are you headed in the same direction? This one is huge. And if I could give advice to anybody dating or even thinking about getting married, this is big. Are you headed in the same direction? These things should be clear in the dating phase. Are we headed in the same direction? For example, kids. How many kids do I want? If I want 5 and she is adamant that she wants 0, that needs to be talked about. Life goals. Are we on the same page with our life goals? If I want to go travel Africa for 5 years and she wants to go travel Seattle for 5 years, that could potentially clash. It doesn't have to clash, but these are things you want to talk about. Your lifestyle. If she's a clubber and I'm a stay-at-homer, then that might not be like a big deal in the beginning. But over some time, if she always wants to go out and I never want to go out, I always want to stay home and she always wants to go out and do things, it sounds funny, but that could be a thing, because what will happen is she'll start doing it without me and it just feels like we're incompatible and we're not doing things together. Also, core values. Think about your core values and think about her core values, or vice versa. Do we share the same values? Do the same things make us tick? Do the same things annoy us? If not, you might want to consider these things, because again, like Rhea already said, you don't want to be married and find out that you have none of the same values in common. These are things you should talk about prior to getting married. Lastly, your ideals, your ideals on life, your outlook, your disposition, are they the same? Is your religion the same? I tend to think that if you're going to get married, you should probably have the same religion. That's just my belief. Don't sue me, but that's just what I think. Think about your kids. Why would you want to do that to your kids? Don't confuse your kids. All of these things are things you need to think about when you think about getting married, specifically as it relates to goals and are you headed in the same direction?
Number 3, are you both fully committed to one another?
That is a big one. Here's the thing. I tell friends all the time, in a relationship, when they argue or when they have a disagreement, first thing I want to know is, are you committed to the relationship no matter what? Because if you're committed to the relationship no matter what, then no argument, no fight, no disagreement will stop us from being together. When we argue, there's never a thought in my mind that, oh, this argument is going to break us up, because breaking up is not an option for us. So it's like, you might need your time. I'm going to go sit in the other room. You're going to go sit in the other room. But at the end of the day, we're going to come back together and we're going to work this out because we are committed to the relationship. If a problem arises in your relationship, I would encourage you in the dating phase to say, you know what, like, does breaking up cross your mind? Or does let's just work it out cross your mind? These are not deal breakers. These are not things that could potentially cause you to not have a good relationship. But these are things you need to think about. Because if she's always thinking we're going to break up, or actually vice versa in our relationship in the beginning, I always thought we were going to break up. She thought arguing was normal, disagreeing was normal. That caused some tension in our relationship. So if you know that in the beginning, I think you will be fine.
Right. Agree. If there are any little things that you feel like are a deal breaker for you or for your partner, and they're not abuse or anything illegal like that, and if it's something that, like, say, if your partner gained 20 pounds and you have like a slight feeling like you might not like that and you might not want to be with that person, then that's like something that is so minor. If you feel like that towards the person that you're with, then you probably should not consider marriage with that person. And then also, I feel like this one is a big one because you need to know before engagement if you're fully committed to the person, because engagement is not the time to figure out whether you want to be with a person forever. That's just for you to plan your wedding, pretty much. It's for you to you're taking the next step to say, I am fully committed to you, and this is the process that we're going through, but it's not a time for you to figure it out. You should actually figure that out in the dating phase before engagement, before marriage.
Exactly. Remember, guys, this is just 3 basic things to consider before marriage. Not an exhaustive list, but if you want more, do us a favor. Comment. Tell us what you want to hear more about, because we have so much more to say.
We got a lot to say.
Yeah. So if there's something in particular that you want to ask, go ahead and drop a comment below, down in there, down there. And this actually leads us to another topic. So next video we're going to do is going to be about counseling.
Yeah.
Premarital and marital counseling. Does it work? Is it good? Is it needed? And we think you should watch it because it's a good topic. Hey, thanks for watching. What should
Thank you so much for watching.
What should they do, babe?
They should like our video. Yeah, that's the thumbs up. Comment and subscribe if you like it. Share the content with your friends. And yeah, let's do this together, guys.
Hey, thanks for watching. See you next time.